what nights of the week things got livelier?
Well, I guess the weekends, that was usually when there was more people out drinking,
Yeah.
and there was some people that, I don't know, the longer they drank, the meaner they got. I used to know a person in Canton that when he'd start drinking, at first he didn't say much, and then he'd start this giggling stage.
Oh boy.
And
And that
then,
was a signal for bad times coming, right?
well, as he got drunker, he got meaner.
Yeah.
And he'd go in bars, and if there was a black person in there, he would startle. So it is a good idea by the time he started giggling, if you happen to be there with him, you best wait till he wasn't looking and find the door.
Let it get out of there.
Because my husband used to go out with him sometimes. And sometimes I would go with him. Not too often, but once in a while I'd go out with him. And you'd only drink so much pop.
Yeah.
Then finally I decided, well, they seem to enjoy it, I'll try it. But I didn't get along too well with it, of course. Since my dad could drink like he could, I wasn't going to drink. To start with, I didn't care for it. I thought, I might develop a problem like he had.
Oh, I tell you, that's what worries me more about drinking beer. I come from a family, half of my family, the Friel side, are Irish. And I'm worried if I started drinking, I'd be a sot. You know?
That's
I've
you
seen
kind of
some
wonder.
I've seen some awful drinkers. My Uncle Neil was an awful drinker.
And of course, I guess, I don't know if it's, as long as their family don't go hungry, I guess it's all right if they're not
I
a
never saw that
troublemaker,
he, neglected his family. Of course, by that time, he had already lost his family, essentially.
Because some people, they're not bad. Then there's other people that's just mean.
They're mean when they're drunk.
Oh, his dad was.
I've seen people who were happy.
As soon as he started drinking, it is almost like a dark haze come across him. And when you looked at him, you never knew if you said something to him, he wasn't going to explode.
Hmm.
So some people just shouldn't drink. Period.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now let's see, around here, were you ever up at that Vans at Cass? Now Cass at one time was a pretty mean place, wasn't it?
Oh, I guess it was. I've heard stories and read things about it, but the first time I was at Cass was once Clyde. See, there was that Harvey. What's their names? Bond. Harvey Bond. I said Harvey Bond was supposed to be their half brother.
Mm-hmm.
And one time he decided to go up there and visit Harvey, and that's the first time I was ever in Cass. And I was never in there again until after Bob and I moved back here. And I didn't even remember what it had been like the first time I'd been there, because I was just there for a little while.
Well, I suspected Cass was a lot, toward the more modern days, was a lot better place than it was during the logging days. Probably was really bad.
Yeah, according to the stories, I don't see, like I said, I was only there one time, and I had about 3 or 4 kids at the time. And, they had about 9 or 10 of them. Well, close to that. So, we was only there, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours or something. I don't know why he got the bug to go up and meet him, because, they never had before, and I couldn't quite understand it, but...
Well, the place I'm thinking about, I guess is the only one left, is Van's place, which was right beside the road. I mean, right almost in the road. As you go around that curve into Cass, in what they call, I think it's East Cass. Now, I don't know whether that was a beer joint back in the older days, or whether that was just renovated into a beer joint.
Which is East Cass? When you cross the bridge? Is that
No, before you cross the bridge.
Okay, I remember there's couple places along there now, I think, or there was, well, it's been 2 or 3 years since I've been up there. I've been up there at the gym.
Most of the buildings have been washed away or torn down. There's a new building there. But I think what you're talking about just before you cross the bridge, I think it was a beer joint or two there. There was a church there.